Here we go. Let me know if this is working, guys.
Hey.
Can y'all hear it?
I can hear it. Woo!
He's so hot.
All right.
Ladora, make me the host.
All photo credits from Pixabay or something like that. This is who's playing right now.
Hey, Bianca, it won't let me.
Nah, he won't make it. Sorry, guys.
Hey, see?
Hmm?
Bianca need to be host.
I'll try and see if I can.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Woo. Nice. Okay. Now, let me see if I can try. We're gonna do. I thought we had some. We thought we were gonna have a rep from the Democratic Party talking about voting,
Right.
but I don't know where she is. That's cool. Basically, if you're in Texas, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a photo ID, and it can be, as long as it can be expired 4 years. You're going to need a photo ID, something like a state identification card, your driver's license, a military ID card, and that's your primary. And then you also have the little card you get from the Secretary of State of Texas. So make sure you have that and your card when you go to vote. It was actually, they were so well prepared today when, being, with the COVID, everyone was 6 feet apart, and there was as they had this process where as you finally get up to vote, you'd put sanitizer on your hand, put a glove on your dominant hand, and then they would go in, they'd check you in, you'd sign, you'd go vote. I mean, it was all extremely well managed. So I know this is just San Antonio, but I'm sure that a lot of election officials throughout the state of Texas have been putting a lot of work into making it safe to vote. So, but the primary thing is make sure that you have your Texas voter ID card and photo ID. And there's also secondary ways of identifying yourself. It's something like a bill with your name and address within the past month or two or something like that. I'm going off the cuff because
Oh, no, no, that's fine. Okay, so my question to you is
yeah,
just to make sure, because here, a lot of times when you do early voting, it's not the same place that you are voting when it is time for the actual, November, the actual election day. Is that the
right.
same there? So people are definitely checking to make sure that they have their locations and things like that.
Um, I actually think it's the same places.
Is
I
it the same
know
place
that,
in Texas? Easy
yeah, in
peasy.
San
Perfect.
Antonio, we did the AT&T Center is where the Spurs play,
Uh-huh.
and they set it up as a massive voter site.
Okay.
Um, and I know that UTSA was, so that was the second biggest site in San Antonio, and a lot of them are libraries.
Okay.
So I
Good.
think that in Texas, at least,
Hmm.
there is a way to, I'm trying to find, I will find the link if people need it. It's Texas
Okay.
Secretary of State. I'll put it in
Yeah,
the
the Secretary
chat.
said, well, I'll find it too, just in case, and I'll go ahead and throw it in the chat.
Okay, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that at least
The
in
same.
Texas, it's going to be the same, but double
Good.
check.
Yeah.
Um, it's past time to register, so if you haven't registered by now in Texas, then it's too late. But I know that they are accepting ballots and early voting for several more days.
Perfect.
So,
Thanks.
yeah,
Whoever put that up, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
yes. Ah, here we go. From Niger, said check the county websites.
Yes.
Bear County early voting locations listed. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, and
Good.
I do believe they are the same.
Okay, good.
So, okay,
All right.
now that was an off-the-cuff voting explainer. So, Ladora, why don't you introduce our first video, Rep Escobar?
Perfect. I'm excited. Let me tell you, Rep Escobar, we're going to show this video. And as we got a glimpse just now to see just now, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have a full blown video so you guys can be a part of this whole entire experience. You can feel the passion. You can actually see what's going on. Let's go ahead and just let her speak for herself.
Okay, okay. Share screen again.
Perfect.
There she is. Share.
I want to take just
Power.
a few seconds of your time to tell you what is at stake in the 2020 election cycle. It's our values that are always on the ballot, and those values could not be more different, and the contrast could not be more significant. If you believe that we need to fight for a government that respects the dignity of every person, if you believe that we deserve a planet that is thriving, one that we take care of instead of pollute, if you believe that Black Lives Matter, if you believe that we need a more just and humane criminal justice system, if you believe we need health care for all, if you believe we need an economy that works for everyone, there's one clear choice in November. Vote Democrat. And vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
And that was Rep Escobar. She is in from El Paso, Texas 16, and she took over for Beto O'Rourke. Y'all know Beto. Mm-hmm. So in 2018, she took over for Texas 16. She made the news because she had the Hispanic response to the State of the Union address this past year.
Yep, the Trump State of the Union.
And she,
mm-hmm.
Yep, and she led protests at Tornillo, which is down on the border, where they're those camps. So she's a freshman congressperson, but she's already making waves. And Dr. Metcalf, if you select the computer audio box.
I'm just in awe with her. She hit the points that we're talking about: the Black Lives Matter, climate change, values, healthcare, issues that we're dealing with day to day. You know what I mean? Besides the drama of the White House, I'm talking about directly affecting you. I mean, she's in awe. She's a rock star.
She is. She is. And another rock star that we were so fortunate to get was Rep. Colin Allred from Dallas. I'm going to read the little intro I wrote. Representative Colin Allred is a man of many talents, ranging from lawyer to congressman to professional football player with the Tennessee Titans. Currently, Rep. Allred is the representative from Texas's 32nd congressional district up near Dallas, having defeated a longtime incumbent Jeff Sessions to become only the second person to represent his district since it was created in 2003 and the first Democrat to ever hold the office. During his time in Congress, Rep. Allred has sponsored or co-sponsored over 300 pieces of legislation and is appointed to the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure, and the Committee on Veterans Affairs. He's also a member of the Congressional Black Caucus and the New Democrat Coalition. And so let's see if I can do this video better.
Yes.
All right, let me share. It does say, so we got that. It does say share computer sound and optimize screen.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I'll try and turn my, all right, can y'all see him?
Yes, fine.
Hey everybody, this is Congressman Colin Allred. I want to start off by thanking the organizers for putting together this incredible event and for all the work you're doing to elect Democrats up and down the ballot. I've had the honor of representing the 32nd District since I was elected in November of 2018. I'm from Dallas and was raised here by a single mom who was a Dallas public school teacher. And thanks to my family and coaches and teachers and the good folks at the Town North YMCA, I was able to succeed. I got a full-ride scholarship to play at Baylor University, spent 5 years in the NFL, and went to law school to become a civil rights attorney. I later had the honor of serving in the Obama administration. I know that I'm lucky. I got to live my version of the American dream and serve my home in Congress. But this public health crisis has held up a mirror to our society, showing us how much work we have to do to ensure that the American dream is available to everyone. High-quality, affordable health care is still out of reach, and our economy isn't working for many North Texans. We still need a national plan and strategy to beat this virus. And recently we lost my friend and hero, John Lewis, who said that this is the most important election in American history. And if John Lewis says it, then you know we need to listen and spend these final weeks ensuring that our shared values are represented up and down the ballot. And the path towards change runs through all of you to elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to the White House, to keep the U.S. House, to gain seats in the Senate, and to ensure that we win the Texas State House to have a fair congressional districts drawn across our state in 2022. Change happens when ordinary folks come together to do extraordinary things. And the only way we flip Texas blue is with Texans talking to Texans, neighbors connecting with neighbors. Now's the time to get involved, to make phone calls, send text messages, make a plan with your friends, and make sure you vote. Early in-person voting starts this Tuesday. And if you're eligible to vote by mail, request your ballot today at mytexasvotes.com. Make sure you fill it out and turn it in as soon as possible. Together, we can flip Texas blue, but only if we put it in the work these next few weeks. And I want you to know that I'm right there with you every step of the way. Let's go win this thing.
Wasn't that inspiring? I've been like screaming all week getting these videos like, oh my God.
When I mean inspiring, I mean inspiring. Right,
let's go win this thing.
Let's go win this thing. Turn Texas blue. I'm talking about chills. Right now, even at the CDC, working at the CDC and just as a contractor, you realize that there's certain issues that domino effects out here. Like, I mean, to a whole nother level. Racism to me is like a health crisis, and the pandemic showed and uncovered all of the issues that's underlying that we've been dealing with anyway. And this is the type of things that we're talking about. We have to get involved, and I know I'm preaching to the choir with this situation, but I'm so excited about the way in which he laid it down. He was just like, look, this was the path, but it's not everyone's path. We got to get involved. It won't change itself, Blue.
Exactly.
Powerful.
Exactly.
Powerful.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that, and you're right. He is also fine. So
He is. It was so funny. I got the video and I don't know, I was like talking to, I think Bianca when I was setting this up, and I'm like, he's so hot. And my husband just cracked up. I'm like, sorry, babes. I'm allowed to look.
Exactly.
So we're going to take a little bit of a break from the politics to have you listen to some music. Yeah. This is a friend of a friend. Her name's Michelle Garibay Carey, and she's a singer-songwriter from San Antonio. She specializes in jazz, soul, and gospel, and she has a debut album, Love Dance, released in January. There will be contact information at the end of her video, but you can also go to michellegcarey.com. I'm going to share now.
Okay.
Again, I'm getting slightly better at this.
Good, good.
Slightly. All right. Can y'all hear her?
Yep.
Just duplicate this simple truth. Have the courage to be free. Open your eyes, you can fly. Open your eyes, you can fly. You can fly. Open your eyes, you can fly. Open your eyes, you can fly. You can fly. Now listen. Never be afraid to love. No, 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 no. Never be afraid to just be. You gotta cast away those chains of doubt and have the courage to be free. Open your eyes, you can fly. Open your eyes, you can fly. You can fly. Oh, open your eyes. Yes, you can fly. Open your eyes. You can fly. You can fly. Yes, we can. Oh, yeah. Everybody, come on. Let your voice be heard, yeah. Open your eyes, you can fly. Open your eyes, you can fly. You can fly. Oh, oh, open your eyes. Yes, you can fly. Open your eyes. You can fly.
Oops, sorry.
You can fly. And you can vote.
Oh, isn't she
Open your
amazing?
You can fly.
And you can vote. I know. I'm just like,
You can vote.
yes. So it has
It's
been.
our voice. At the end of the day, it's our
Exactly.
voice. We use it's our voice. It's not even only about the individual, it's about the whole entire nation, about our kids, about our community.
Yep. Exactly.
It's our voice.
Yep. And sorry, multitasking while I'm
No,
doing this.
it touches this, that song. It touches, because at the end of the day, and I keep telling you guys, I'm not going to spoil the show with you guys, but when I ran for office in a place where there's never been anyone that looked like me that ran for office in Georgia, hardly any women at all, ever, never been a person of color, this type of same old, And you know, you sometimes you have to realize that you have to think you can fly in order to make a change. You got to think that you are above, that you can go higher. You know what I mean? Because if not, then you stay the way you are. And that's why at the show, on the show, I was like, listen, sometimes we can't wait for people to do it. We got to run for office ourselves. And I really want to say that before we get too far. If you know some people, or if you know someone or yourself, you got to think about this power comes from within. We have a power to vote, but we also have a power to run for office if we feel as if we do not have people out there doing it for us, representing for us.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
She gave me chills. Open your eyes.
I have had so much fun planning this event. I'm just like getting all these videos. I was like screaming. My poor husband, he's going to be so glad when this is over.
You guys, did you guys like that? Let me do this because I know we can't hear you, but you can do the clap or you can do it. You know what I mean? Let me, right. You know how you do it. Yes, Dr. Sarah. Yes, Tammy. Yes, Sherry. Yes, Bianca. Kevin is over here laughing at me. Yes, Christian. This is her vibe. I'm excited to be here with you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it because I enjoyed her too.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. We're going to have Lador for our Battleground in 2 days, Battleground USA, and then Kamala Harris's birthday party on the 20th, right, Bianca?
I don't know if you guys
I think it's the 20th.
Party for a birthday party, but if you guys want a party for a birthday party and bring your cocktails and make sure that you're hype, I'm telling you, I might even have a red carpet. Keep playing.
Cocktails.
I'm so serious. With cocktails, I might need to have a whole little red carpet because I am so ready for this birthday party. It's going to be
so fun.
You're going to say, oh my God, Lador is insane. I'm serious. I'm so ready.
Well, you know, with everything that's been going on, it's been so awesome, but we also have, hold on, let me pull up my intros. The next person we're going to show, you've been talking about chills, it's going to be crazy. So I'm introducing Wendy Davis. Most everybody knows Wendy because she, I can find her. Let's see. Wendy Davis gained national attention during her marathon 13-hour filibuster to block Texas State Senate Bill 5, a measure which imperiled women's reproductive rights across the state. Since then, Wendy has made a standout run for governor of Texas, authored Forgetting to Be Afraid, a memoir, and founded Deeds Not Words, a nonprofit for engaging young women in politics. Wendy is currently running to flip Texas blue against incumbent Chip Roy in Texas 21. Boo. Yeah, my husband just did a raspberry. And the KHive is thrilled to introduce Wendy Davis, minus her legendary pink sneakers. So let me pull up Wendy. Let me share screen. Wendy, share, play.
Hi everyone, Wendy Davis here. I'm joining you from Austin, Texas, and so excited to be a part of this KHive GOTV extravaganza. I, of course, am running for Congress right now in Texas Congressional District 21, which stretches from Austin to San Antonio. But prior to that, I was in the Texas State Senate, where some of you may have come to know about me from something that we did really historic and amazing together on June 25th of 2013. That day became known as the day of the People's Filibuster, not because of anything extraordinary that I did, though I did stand for 13 hours in pink sneakers fighting for women's reproductive rights. What made that day special was the fact that in our state, where people tend to get disheartened and to believe we can't make a difference, thousands of people flooded the Texas Capitol. It had to be closed for the first time in history. And at 11:45-ish, when my filibuster was called to an end, it was the people who were there, who picked up the mantle, who literally used their voices to cry out against an injustice, and who kept a vote from being taken on that horrible bill before the midnight deadline. That day showed us something about the power that we have when we show up, when we see something not to be right, and we use every bit of our energy, influence, and power to make a difference. And never has that mattered more than right now in the year 2020 and the election that is just days ahead of us. I know that in Texas, we can elect 5, 6, possibly even 7 U.S. congressional seats, flipping them red to blue. We can elect MJ Hagar at the top of our ticket. We can flip the Texas State House by flipping those last 9 seats needed. And most importantly, every bit of that work will help lend a victory for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris at the top of the ticket. In these few days, I hope that you will resolve that you are going to do everything you can. You're going to get every person you know to the polls. You're going to continue to make your volunteer calls and your lit drops, and you're going to text message and just sign up for some campaign to make a difference. Because no matter whose campaign you're working on here, you are working to lift every candidate on the ballot all the way up to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your willingness not to give up. Thank you for fighting for this state. But most importantly, thank you for fighting for the people of this state who need and deserve fighters in their corners. God bless you all, and have a wonderful GOTV event, KHive.
See, Bianca? KHive shout outs. She's so amazing. Uh-oh, you're muted. What happened?
When I say amazing,
I muted myself.
Oh, somebody muted Lador.
Oh, okay. That video, I put it in the chat earlier. You saw it, right?
Yes, I couldn't. I downloaded it. It didn't work. I'm going to play it next. Do you want to talk about your video? Do you want me to talk about your video?
Well, I got to say something real quickly about that video just now. That was fire. Let me explain something, the importance of all the way down the ballot. That's what she said. She said, make sure that you're voting all the way down the ballot. That means, guess what? Everybody together? Everybody's right here? Every single Democrat down the ballot. No, oh, I like this person. Or, you know how back in the day people like, oh, I like Susan Collins, but you know, she's a no. All the way down the ballot. So when you listen, we got to give it our all. We will stay consistent. We will stay focused, and we will vote blue all the way down the ballot. She's fire.
Yep, I know. She was my first video that I got for this event, and I was like, oh my God. It's so satisfying to like coordinate an event and see everything starting to come together. And that was just like the boost I needed to keep going.
And the shout out, she was like, we can't have that in the house.
I know. It was so cool. It's like, KHive. All right, Bianca just sent me something.
Okay, good. I'm excited. I'm hyped. You guys feel good? Are you guys enjoying this? Yay!
I could probably unmute. Should we unmute everybody?
One time so everybody can give a quick shout. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I can unmute everybody. Unmute. Everybody seems to be, no, Bianca, unmute. I'm trying to unmute y'all. There we go.
Good.
Cool. All right. Hello, everybody.
Thank you, Tracy and Lador. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, man, I think I unmuted everybody. Yes.
We're live on Facebook, though. Don't forget.
Okay. Yes, we are live on Facebook. Nobody say anything bad about Bianca. I mean, we love you, Bianca. All right. So what we're going to do is Bianca made this amazing video for us. I have got with historical Texans that kick ass. So I'm going to go ahead and share that now.
Awesome.
Yes. All right.
There is no constitutional issue here. The command of the Constitution is plain. There is no moral issue. It is wrong deadly wrong to deny any of your fellow Americans the right to vote in this country.
It would have been most unusual for any national political party to ask Barbara Jordan to deliver a keynote address. But tonight, here I am. And I feel that notwithstanding the past, that my presence here is one additional bit of evidence that the American dream need not forever be deferred.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Buenas noches, mis amigos. I'm delighted to be here with you this evening because after listening to George Bush all these years, I figured you needed to know what a real Texas accent sounds like.
Born and raised in El Paso, Texas, a resilient, beautiful community along the U.S.-Mexico border, I am a proud fronteriza and know firsthand the realities of the border.
While the eyes of this country are watching these games, they take a knee to bring our attention and our focus to this problem to ensure that we fix it. That is why they are doing it, and I can think of nothing more American than to peacefully stand up or take a knee for your rights anytime, anywhere, any place.
So, my friends, I don't know if I'll ever get 8 minutes and 46 seconds, Reverend Sharpton, out of my DNA. I don't know if I'll ever be able to overcome the words, I can't breathe. Eric Garner's mother and Trayvon Martin's mother and all the mothers.
We believe in equality for all and privileges for none.
In 1922, the only grandparent that I would ever know came to the United States from Mexico. She wasn't a rapist or a murderer. She was a 6-year-old orphan. But as a girl, she walked past storefront signs that read no dogs or Mexicans allowed. Her life wasn't easy, and she didn't always feel welcome. But she never stopped believing in America's sacred promise that her sacrifices would be rewarded with opportunity for herself and her family. She kept up her part of that promise by working her whole life, babysitting, cooking, and cleaning houses. And the fact that her grandson is standing here on this stage tonight is proof that America kept its promise too.
You believed in us when all the pundits didn't. When the experts said it wasn't possible. When they said there was no way we could take this race on and give North Texas the real leadership that it deserves.
Members, I'm rising on the floor today to humbly give voice to thousands of Texans.
I would hate to see other families denied the right to choose what is best for them. These decisions are hard enough without placing extra limits on them.
I learned from my mother so many years ago in this community that when we want change, we don't wait for change, we work for it.
Let all understand that these guiding principles cannot be discarded for short-term political gains. They represent what this country is all about. They are indigenous to the American idea, and these are principles which are not negotiable.
Uh-oh. Was that it, B? That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
She's so talented. B, that was gorgeous.
See, that was amazing. No, she's gonna make me cry. No, I didn't sign up for all of that. Like, I didn't sign up to come up here and to start crying my wine and these videos. Like, you know what really touched me, T, with that video that B just did? I am an immigrant.
Oh, that's cool.
I actually came to the U.S. when I was 2.5 years old.
Oh,
really?
Cool. And my immigrant I was brought up in I'm from Jamaica. I was born in Kingston, and we moved to New York, and we lived in a house. We moved to Brooklyn. And one thing about immigrants, the whole family got to be in the same house together, like we are. This is first generation. And I'm telling you, no bed was your own. Like, I mean, you didn't have your own room. And everyone pulled and everyone scraped and everyone did what necessarily in order. You know what I mean? As an immigrant to come in this country, just excited, just wanted to so badly, just wanted to be a part of this American dream and the culture. And all the opportunities that America can provide for people, that it open, you just be able to come here and embrace this culture that was founded because no one in America is only American. Okay, we came here.
Exactly.
Everyone. We're all immigrants, no matter.
Kevin is from Jamaica.
Yes. And
very cool.
And the thing about it was just being able to enjoy that moment of saying, wow, to start over, to come here to build a family, to be able to. So I got a chance to being brought up as American, but also having the background and understanding the life of an immigrant and my family and my parents and what they needed to do in order for us. And just by the rhetoric right now, it's so personal. It's so personal now when you hear nasty, Mexicans come over here, they're rapists, they're so-and-so, they're crying, just the madness that people say to make the other, to make the fear-mongering happen. And you know what? It's disgusting and it's so personal. And, so I just, B, thank you for, having me here and T for being able to explain my feelings with this type of thing, because a lot of times you don't get a chance to have both.
Right.
And feel and have one, understand immigrants, at the same time understand being raised here in America in the land of so-called opportunity. And what happens is that it breaks your heart to hear the things that people have to say and how hurtful it is, Well,
I understand. My husband's actually an immigrant. He came from Argentina when he was 10. And the same stories, all living in, together, mom and dad working their tails off so they could have a better life. And he and his sisters all did because of them, And yeah, I mean, he has a memory of his nickname in high school was Taco.
Taco.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of funny, but it's also, but yeah, it's and
also kind of racist.
Yeah,
just a little, but yeah, because y'all worked your butts off and made something out of yourselves, and everyone should be afforded that opportunity, and we need to build back better.
Right.
With Joe and Kamala.
Yeah.
So that we can open the American dream to more people.
Back to more people. In a day and age when, and this was a very, very sensitive topic. When I was running for office, I was advised not to even knock on doors that had the American flag. You know that. They told me personally, hey, Lador, you're in the South. So you might not want to knock on those doors with the American flag. When did this happen? When did patriotism get hijacked? You know what I mean? This is real.
That is horrible.
It is horrible, but it's the South. And there is racism across the country, but it's easier to spot in the South.
Well, they're forward with theirs. They let you know.
I mean, I get the American flag thing. I'm from Harahan, which is right outside of New Orleans. And anyone with an American flag probably has a Trump sign.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that, Christian. This is what I'm saying. People were like, wait, what? Like, huh? Like, what are you talking? Wait, what?
I mean,
Yes.
it was, I don't know how long it's been, but it's at least since like, what, 9/11? Since
Yeah,
all the white people got super,
pretty much.
Oh, I love the fucking flag. Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
But hey, we've got like 3 more people to listen to. I'm sorry, B, go ahead.
Go.
No, go ahead. I was just saying, I remember when all the flags, everybody had a flag on their truck, and it was like a universal thing. And then somehow the flags became
xenophobic.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like we
America
are
only.
Americans. American, yeah.
No, that's it. No one else. No other. Not this country's built off so many different cultures. But no. Yeah. Something got weird.
Something got weird after 9/11.
Freedom fries.
Yeah. Freedom fries. I remember that. Okay, but let's get inspired again with. Let's see. Hold on. I got to get back. This is Candace Valenzuela. Somewhere I have her introduction.
Kevin's excited.
Yeah, so Candace Valenzuela is running to flip Texas 24 from red to blue and to be the first Black Latina in Congress. Woo-hoo! Candace is a mother, an educator, and a lifelong Texan who overcame incredible odds growing up and has since devoted her life to fighting for opportunities for others. In running for Congress, Candace intends to stand up for all Texas children and their families by uplifting all of us, from those who deal with food and housing insecurity to those who have pre-existing conditions, to those of us who just want someone who cares representing us in the halls of Congress. Mm-hmm. So here is somewhere. I have her up here. There we go. Candace.
Right. Yes, Candace.
Sorry that I'm talking myself through this, folks, but
no.
I'm such a total noob.
We're here with you. We're experiencing with you. Let's go, Candace.
Yes.
Hi, y'all. Candace Valenzuela, running for Congress in Texas's 24th District. I just wanted to let you know that the work that y'all are doing is so important. We have an incredible opportunity to flip Texas blue in November, and all of y'all have been integral to that work. We're facing tough obstacles. Texas Republicans are using every bit of their voter suppression toolkit to try to hang on to power. And that just makes the work you're doing that much more important. Democrats across the country are running on hope in the American future, and my own message is rooted in my lived experience. My parents met in the Army, but when my mother left the service, things got tough, and we ended up homeless, bouncing around from place to place. At one point, sleeping in a kiddie pool outside of a gas station in El Paso. I didn't always have a roof over my head, but public schools were always a home for me, and they allowed me to become the first in my family to go to college. I became an educator and served on my local school board to ensure that the opportunities that helped me achieve the American dream were available to all of our children. But as I worked to improve our schools, I saw that things kept getting harder and harder for the families I served. I stepped up to run for Congress because I saw those same opportunities that allowed me to go from being homeless as a kid, living in a kiddie pool outside of that gas station, to becoming the first in my family to go to college, were under attack by this administration. But the good news is, with your incredible work, we're just weeks away from ending Donald Trump's presidency and ushering in a new era of American hope. Thank you again for all of the work that you're doing. I look forward to joining y'all in community very soon. Take care.
That was cool. Yep. Yeah.
Counting down the days, let me tell you.
Seriously.
Count down the days. Can I just give a quick shout out to Dr. Sarah here?
Yes.
She lives in Texas. Hey, Dr. Sarah. She lives in Texas during high school and college. She's in Buffalo, New York now. She's a mom. You know, that voter mom, it's no joke. So she's basically in College Station, Texas right now, and she's just so happy to be here. Tammy, I'm going to need that shirt, baby girl. I'm going to need that shirt, Tammy.
I got two.
Right. Yeah, I'm so happy. Yes, exactly. It's the both of us. Christian, don't let me have to fight over this shirt now. I don't know how many Tammy got, okay?
Okay. That's so cool. I know I need to get some Kamala stuff too. Definitely. All right. So our next video is from Gina Ortiz-Jones. She is running to flip Texas 23, which is right here in San Antonio, from red to blue, and to be the first openly gay woman of color from Texas elected to Congress. With her election, Gina would also be the first Iraq War veteran in the Texas congressional delegation and the first woman to represent Texas 23. With a career spanning from the Air Force to the executive branch, Gina brings a wealth of experience and a unique perspective to one of the most competitive districts in the state. And we are so delighted to introduce her and endorse her fight to ensure all Americans are given the opportunities and promise of a better future. So,
yes, Team Runner. We are excited over here. I'm just so inspired this whole entire thing. So we're excited. Let's go.
Yeah, and she sent this morning. She is standing outside of her polling station.
Look at this.
Yep.
Hi everyone, Gina Ortiz-Jones running in Texas's 23rd Congressional District. Early voting has already started. I am running to protect the opportunities that allowed me to grow up healthy, get an education, and serve our country for almost 15 years. We're going to protect our economic and our national security. There is so much on the line this election, from a first-class public education for our kids, to quality, affordable health care, making sure we get this pandemic under control, having an inclusive economic recovery. There's just too much at stake. When I ran in 2018, I came up just short, 926 votes.
926.
So I know every single vote matters. And that's why I'm going to ask you, please vote early. Make sure you have a plan for you, your friends, your community members. And then once you've voted, make sure you sign up for a phone bank or a text banking shift to make sure we get even more folks to vote. We've got to send these folks a message that we deserve better, we can have better, and that's why we're electing new leaders. Take care.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it.
I know. I was like, I emailed her folks, and they're like, oh, she's going to do it outside her polling station. I'm like, okay, I can wait for that.
Love it.
Yes.
Can I tell you what my why I love it so much? Also, she spoke about how much she came up short. That was a vulnerable moment. Yep. I came up this amount of votes short, and because of that, and I became this close. This is why every single vote matters. These are the type of conversations, real conversations we need to have. Real conversations, and I feel it. I got 50% of the voters increase since the last election here in Sandy Springs and where I live in Georgia. And let me explain something to you. When you feel as if you can go back and make it happen, it's just the beginning. It's not, you can't think of it as a loss. You have to think of it as a step to the next level, to take this all the way. Are you guys ready for her to take it all the way?
Hell yeah.
Are you guys ready for her to take it all the way?
Hell yeah.
Exactly. Let's flip the state.
Let's flip the state. Let's just flip the state.
No,
we might flip my state.
That would be amazing, Bianca.
I would love it. I'm ready.
Yeah, that would be so cool if we could. We've got one more politician. Her name is Seema Lajavardian.
Yes.
And she is running in Houston, in one of the most gerrymandered states in the, hold on, this one's
That's a whole nother
tricky.
conversation. I can't wait for her to speak, because this
this is
about to make me have anxiety.
Yeah.
That gerrymandering is real.
It's bad. It's
so
shaped like a C.
People don't
crazy.
understand. One moment you know what? Let me let her talk. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me expand. Are we doing it? Yes, we are. Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Hello, my name is Seema Lajavardian, and I'm running for Congress to recover the health of our families, our economy, and our American dream. I'm going up against Dan Crenshaw, a man who broke his promise to lower our drug prices, voted to cut our health care, and spread dangerous disinformation throughout this pandemic, as our doctors begged him to stop. Now, more than ever, as our community heals, we need a leader who knows what it takes to defy the odds. I speak to you as a breast cancer survivor who understands the life-saving power of healthcare. I speak to you as a small business owner who understands the tough choices our families are facing. And I speak to you as an immigrant who fled the chaos of a revolution, found refuge in this beautiful country, and worked hard for my American dream. And now that dream is in jeopardy. Hundreds of thousands have died. Millions have lost their jobs, and our families at home are suffering. Today, I want every Houstonian to know that I'm listening to you, I see you, and I am here for you. We deserve a community where every family can access high-quality healthcare, every patient can afford their treatment, and every pre-existing condition is covered. As your Congresswoman, I will fight for that. We deserve a community where every student is well-educated, every classroom is well-funded, and every teacher is well-paid. As your Congresswoman, I will fight for that. We deserve a community where equality and justice are the expectation, not the exception, where we look out for our small businesses, find strength in our diversity, and protect our most vulnerable. That's the Congresswoman you deserve, and that's the Congresswoman I am ready to be. But I will need all hands on deck to do this. Talk to your neighbors, volunteer on our campaign, and get out to vote however you can. I hope you will join our movement to defy the odds. Thank you.
Texas, listen up. If y'all don't speak the blue, I don't even know what else to say. No, I'm serious. What can anyone say and pick at from what she just now said? How can you disagree with anything at all that she just now stated? Where are we? I'm so lost. I feel like I'm in a time, like I'm in a twilight zone. T, where are we that we're even having this conversation? Where do we pick, choose, and refuse in anything she just now said?
Yeah, I know.
One thing that's citizen. How can any citizen say, "Oh, I don't agree with her"? Where are we?
I know. You can't argue with them. One thing that is interesting to note, and it only came out a couple days ago, is Beto co-wrote an article, I think maybe in the Washington Post, that said if Texas flips blue on election night, there is no path to victory for Donald Trump. So we have to make it happen.
Texas, stand up for us. Texas.
And we have a chance.
Listen, this right here, this chance, this lineup, the candidates that you have, listen to me. I'm all the way in Georgia over here, rah, 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 and for you, okay? Yeah. You guys, it has to happen. You've got to make this happen. You know what I mean?
I think we will.
To make this happen. Look, no pressure. Pressure. We got to make this happen.
Yep. And on that note, we are going to leave with some very uplifting music.
Wait, leave? Is it? Oh my goodness!
It has been an hour, ma'am. No. We did it. Yeah, I know it's been really fun. But let me pull up. This is the Flip It.
Hey, Nick.
Hold on. It's the Flip It Blue Jazz Band. This is really cool. Again, friends of friends. I used to work in the music world. So friends of friends, they're a band of a collective of activist musicians based in New York City, but with roots in Texas because its band leader, Evan Arntzen, lived in San Antonio and performed on the Riverwalk.
Okay, Evan.
The band is composed of Evan on soprano sax, Rafael Castillo Halverson, and James Sarno on trumpet, Mariel Bilston on trombone, Mike Weatherly on the banjo, David Ostwald on tuba, and Paul Wells and Miles Arntzen on drums. There will be contact information at the end if y'all are interested, but you can email their manager or go to evanartson.com. And now going to try and do this again.
All right, well, I'm excited. They got a band.
Oh, they're great. They are the ones that played the music for the opening montage. Yep, here we go.
I am Evan Arntzen, and this is the Flip It Blue Jazz.
It does get louder.
This is the
okay.
election of our lifetimes, so we're encouraging everybody to get out and vote in Texas. And here's some music for you to inspire you to do so. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
She shreds.
Like it.